Hello everyone and welcome back to Brink of Speed. Today I am on my way to a local dealership to check out their very first ZR1 being delivered. There's a few reasons why I wanted to bring this video to you. Number one, because I think this is maybe one of the first ZR1s to hit a Texas dealership. Number two, because this isn't the typical way that you would normally see the first iteration of a new variant. If you remember, GM started the road show with the C8 Stingray, and they continued it on with the Z06. However, they did not do that with the E-Ray. And lastly, I wanted to discuss with you guys the fact that there are plenty of dealerships out there charging ADMs, and these markups are sometimes really big, and sometimes they're enormous. And so I wanted to let you know what the local dealerships are doing for markups, including this one, and what the dealerships out of state are doing for markup. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, so that dealership that I told you I was going to is Ray Huffines Chevrolet in Plano, Texas. This is where a lot of you know I bought my Camaro SS1LE. I'm gonna go inside. They have a brand new 2025 ZR1 in the showroom. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, I see it. Look at that, guys. Oh, it's yellow with stripes. It's the ZTK. I am excited. So check it out. What an absolute gorgeous competition yellow ZTK ZR1. That's the real deal right there, guys. Wow. And of course, split window. You got the carbon fiber roof, carbon fiber side boomerang and intake, carbon fiber top intake. It even has the carbon fiber back here on the rear window. And you haven't seen anything till you see the ZTK high wing. This thing is a monster. And it's all carbon fiber. Carbon fiber side rockers. And then the carbon fiber front splitter dive planes up front here. And then the big baffle on the huge hood scoop here. Look at that, yellow stripes all the way down. They go over the roof and over the back window and down to the rear tail light. He also did the black tip exhaust. What a specimen this is. So I need to find out the specifics on this as far as the MSRP goes, but I know for a fact that these were sold at MSRP here at Ray Huffines. So they never ever sell a car over MSRP. So whoever bought this is one lucky guy getting a brand new 25 C8 ZR1 for MSRP, because there's a lot of dealers out there charging way more ADMs. And yeah, just gigantic amounts of money over sticker. And real quick, he went with the normal gloss black ZR1 wheel and the yellow calipers. To me, that is just the quintessential ZR1 build. Look at those bald slicks, basically, cup 2Rs. Look at that. That's so crazy. So give him a thumbs up. Leave comments down below what you think of his build. All right, so they actually handed me the keys to this car, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in and let you guys see the interior of this amazing ZR1. Now, the gentleman who owns this actually lives out of town, and I want to thank him personally for allowing me to do this video on his beautiful new 25, very rare and special ZR1. That is brand new, guys. That is something I've never seen before. Look at that. That matches the door. So if you look at that and then you look at this, it's a brand new feature I've never seen in the ZR1. Let's see if we can find any more. So look at all that yellow stitching, the beautiful yellow seat belt. Climb inside here. All right. Just absolutely gorgeous. He went with the front lift. So yeah, getting up even closer to that, look at that beautiful yellow stitching. I actually like that a lot better than what we currently have in the top of these cars. Check that view out. That's the tiny view you would get out of the rear view mirror without the camera mirror. So obviously most people are going to want to use the camera mirror, which is something that I talked about a long time ago. And yeah, you're going to want to use the camera mirror. So it's even got the stealth package in it. So the darker speaker, darker section there on the door, down below, over here on the dash, and down here. The only thing I've never understood about the stealth package is why they didn't use it here to make that darker. Kind of doesn't make sense. And then the rear speaker is also darker. Also, this section over here on the passenger side is, and right there underneath the infotainment center. You guys want to hear this thing? They've given me permission to do a cold start. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Wow. Holy cow, that is on a different level. That LT7 is unbelievable. Speaking of that, I'm going to take you back there and show you that in a second, but you can hear the thrust even without any revving going on at all in that LT7. And when you shut it off, you can hear the thrust going away from the exhaust. It's a sound like no other that I've heard before. Way better than a Z06 as far as that goes. Now, is it as high revving and as high pitched as a Z06 starting up and revving and things like that? No. The turbos kind of calm that down a little bit, but it still is very, very similar. And I think you would agree it sounded amazing. All right, coming back to the hatch back here. All right, so I believe they've gotten rid of the ability to open the hatch back here. I thought it may be this, but this is the window washer or the camera washer back here, because this is where they've moved the rear view camera mirror instead of, you know, up there where it used to be. They've now put it back here along with the rear backup camera. So you can no longer open the trunk without the button inside, which you'll see right here for the trunk and the front. We'll open that as well. Now you can't open it with the key, but I chose to use that, and you're probably going to want to come to the side like this and open your trunk because of that giant wing right there. So we'll get it open that far and then go ahead and push it the rest of the way. This has the engine appearance package, so the lights are back here. It also has the carbon fiber on each side. And as you can see there, there's the brand new mag ride. And I love this label here that they have on the cars now. Which, by the way, if you didn't see it last night, Paragon Performance did an amazing thing with a ZR1, and they put it on the dyno and showed that this car actually produces 1,028 horsepower and 839 foot-pounds of torque to the rear wheels. So if you look at those numbers, it barely loses anything, and that tells us that Chevy really undervalued the power in this. They really lowballed the power. So there is the beautiful LT7. It's unbelievable. The turbos are mounted down there on both sides, and this thing is just a freak of nature. I love the blue engine cover that it comes with. I'm so happy that you get that no matter what your build is. Chevy's not making you purchase a different color engine top. And so I really, really love the way that looks. And there's your mesh that they put in here to keep bigger rocks out of these top vents. Now to shut this, you're gonna wanna pull from here and then just kind of give it a nice little shove, and it's got the slow close feature, so it just shuts automatically. But yeah, they've got protection in here for these, which is a new thing for GM. Let's see if they put, no, they still don't have protection in the side here, and none in there. And then of course there's no protection up front. So this car needs a little bit more protection as far as the vents go. Now they do have it here on the top, and we're going to open up this because I want to show you guys that there is no more space in the front for anything at all. So this is just for a couple of reasons: extra cooling and extra downforce. That's all this is for now. No more storage. You only get the storage in the rear. And since this is a 25, well, they started this in 24, you can just press down once. You know what? Never mind. They do not have the slow close feature on that front. And I would guess the reason why is because of weight savings. You're really not going to need to open that up like you normally did in all the rest of the models. There's no reason to really get in there. So that's probably why they didn't put the slow close feature on it. All right, so as you can see, it is a 3LZ. Here are the options. And there is the total price, $209,145. So $22,950 in options, and it started base at $184,300. So as you can see, a spectacular build there. But as far as the other dealerships go, I know just two right off the top of my head. You've got Stonebriar Chevrolet that's charging $100,000 over MSRP. They pretty much said they're getting about 4 ZR1s. And then you've got Classic Chevrolet that's charging $50,000 over MSRP. However, as you saw in the very beginning and on the thumbnail, there's a dealership in a different state that's charging almost $300,000 over MSRP. So you're getting this car all the way up to $500,000, which is insane. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of comments of how crazy these guys are and how criminal they are. And I agree, it's crazy, it's stupid. Highly likely that they won't sell it right at that 500,000 mark. They'll probably have to discount it a little bit, but they'll probably get close. But as far as the rest of the dealerships, even charging 100 grand, 50 grand over, I don't have a problem with them doing that as long as it's fair to the customer, which means the customer was told up front, they weren't blindsided, and the customer does not have a 1-year warranty hold like they do from GM right now. If that was gone and they were free to do whatever they wanted with the car once they bought it, then I don't mind that. But since they're not free to do that, I feel like it's wrong for the dealership to be able to charge over MSRP. Just my feelings. So that was the next part that I wanted to talk about as far as the ZR1 and fill you guys in on what the local dealerships are doing and what some of the dealerships are doing out of the state of Texas. Now, there's also some dealerships in California that I've heard are charging up to almost $300,000 over MSRP on some of these cars. I've not seen it though. I'm showing you on the screen the one that charged $500,000 total, but I haven't seen that. What I have seen is the local car dealerships and the one that I just put up on the screen. So wanted to get that info to you as well. All right, so that is gonna wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for pressing that play button today and joining me. Thank you to Huffines. Thank you to Chris Ninos at Huffines for giving me the opportunity to come here and video that beautiful, beautiful ZR1. Again, thank you to the owner. You've got a gorgeous car. I can't wait for you to get this car in your possession and just have a blast with it, break it in, and then just get after it. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave your comments down below and questions that you have for me about today's episode. Also, smash the subscribe button. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you guys out on the road.